Happy Thursday, Eternal Cosmic Souls. I hope all of you are doing amazing. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I know I've been MIA, but I've been through my integration era. And now that we're going to be entering into Sagittarius season soon, which is my moon sign and my north node, I am able to finally have the activation. But mainly because all of us have already gone through all of the fixed sign energies, we are able to finally all initiate into something new. A brand new direction that we didn't even know was there has unfolded before us with all of our wisdom and our release from the things that were keeping us stagnant in the past. Okay, well, with this energy and what we're going to do, I'm just going to tap into your energy field, the collective energy. We're going to see what's going on with you guys. I'm going to pull out 7 specific cards to find out what's going on with you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, financially, and even sexually. Okay, so just bear with me, and I will keep it PG-13 so it's not totally bad. Everybody should know about their sexuality as well. I know it's a lot of people make it seem like it's such a bad thing, but it's really not. It's really just a part of who we are as human nature, and it really is an important factor, and it shouldn't be left out. So if anything, I'm going to make sure you guys understand what's happening within all the energies, because that's what I do here. I know a lot of you actually are very grateful for that, the fact that I'm actually able to be open with you guys and vulnerable with you guys about a subject that a lot of people have a harder time with or around, specifically because, you know, I'm one of those people that's going to be open and vulnerable because I don't see the point of suppressing things, when really, in all reality, when people make a big to-do about things, you know, what they're doing is in all reality making it a bigger issue than it needs to be. And it's like, I don't know about people in their weird ways of thinking, like disturbing things. It's like, is that what you do? Because why would you think that, or why would you bring that up? And if you're just thinking about that, there's definitely something traumatically going on that needs to be, obviously, you know, have a resolution, have some kind of, there has to be a resolving to it. Well, let's find out what's going on with y'all and all these energies. God is here. He always is. But we're going to find out what's going on. We got flowering and aloneness and innocence for the first 3. Physically, you guys are flowering. Okay, beautiful energy. Mentally, you guys are feeling a little alone. But you know what? That's okay. You know, when we grow as individuals, as souls, when we learn our souls, and we understand it better, we do feel a lot more alone than we would have been before, because we were conditioned to be part of all the other mentalities are all the same, right? That's how the only way you'd be able to fit in anyway. But no, when you're integrating, you're releasing, you're moving forward, you're seeing and reclaiming your power, you're recognizing yourself, you have awareness that you didn't have before. You knew it was there, but you activated within yourself. This means you would feel more isolated from the world because they're not thinking the same things you're thinking. They're not questioning the same questions you're questioning. You know, they're not in the same place as you. You want conversations that are going to be deep, that are going to go somewhere, they're going to lead somewhere, not just small talk, that's surface talk, it's never going to do anything. It's just scratching the surface, right? Just a little scratch here or there. You're not interested in that. That's why you more mentally are feeling more alone. Now with the flowering, it's a beautiful thing. Physically, you are obviously growing. Now I do feel like because of your aloneness with the mentality, it does mean to me that physically that's actually helping you. You're glowing with your skin. If you had acne or you suffered with acne, back knee, whatever, you are clearing up in those areas because you're no longer around energies that are toxic or poisonous for you. Okay. And when it comes to the innocence, obviously emotionally, you're a very innocent, pure individual. You are expressive, you're honest, you're truthful, you're compassionate with your emotions. You are even maybe caring about how other people would feel. So it's like you would say your truth emotionally, you express yourself, but you are also looking out for others in the room, but you're still going to state your truth, but you got compassion behind what you were saying, which is beautiful. 19 and 9 are significant. It could be something about September 19th because those are the 2 numbers I just see here. Randomly, I just put that into dates. Could be the 9th day of the month. Could be something else other than the September. Could be the 19th day of the month. Could be life path number 9, the 9th house energy of Sagittarius or Jupiter specifically. Okay. Now let's talk about spiritually. You got breakthrough spiritually. And that's beautiful because that means that you guys have broke the exterior in the sense of like what people had put a limited box. You have finally allowed yourself out of that. And spiritually, you are being honored for that. Okay, they're grateful that you finally broke out of the box, break the box type energy that most people have been talking about. But that's number 11. It could be something about November. It could also be something to do with the 11th day of the month specifically. We're obviously in November, right? Now energetically, we have what? Oh, you're feeling energetic abundance. So all in all, everything that you've been going through it's been worth it. Okay, you feel it energetically. This is all worth it. Everything that I've done to look out for myself, to protect myself, to draw boundaries, to cut cords, to allow myself to integrate, to process, to release, to even accept new into my life has been worth it. The relationships I cut off in the past, worth it. The energy for myself that I had to, that was projected onto me, I had to give it back, and it was so worth it, because now I feel all the abundance, all the flow, all the blessings, all the greatness. Even if there's some bad things that happen, you're still seeing the glory. You know what I mean? Okay, so financially, we got letting go, but in the reversal, there's something finances could be a little bit more stressful. I swear, gosh, we are all kind of going through it right now. Okay, I mean, really, we're all going through it right now. Okay, nobody's alone on the finances with that. Like, we're all kind of struggling. Okay, like, in all reality, I can't even just say it. Like, I've been saying this for years because it's been true, but it just keeps getting harder and harder because it's something that keeps tightening its grip on, the financial part. So mainly because the one thing I can explain to you guys, and it may be helpful, it may not be, but you know what? It's like when we get mad at people, we're like, why are they raising their prices? This is ridiculous, blah, blah. They have no other choice because their rent increased, their bills increased, just like our bills increased, just like our rent increased. Theirs as well did. They have to still manage, they still have to maintain. That's why their prices rose as well. You have to know that we're all trying to make it. Okay? We're not alone on this. But it's something that you're having a hard time letting go of financially. Maybe you could be a little bit fearful. Like, well, if I do change jobs, you know what I'm letting go of? That paycheck that I'm going to get, that I would be working, and then I'd be having to wait 2 more weeks to get paid for starting this new job, because that's literally how it works. And it's like, oh man, I don't know, because you don't want to suffer. You don't want to have to go through something where you already kind of feel stable, but you may not be happy with it. But this is what we'll get into a little bit more when I get tarot with it. But if anything, it's like, you got to trust the process. You got to know that God's got you. Even if you feel like you won't be gotten by something, God's got you. And if it's something that you truly feel called to do, you need to change this job, whatever it may be, you need to do it. You need to do it. You should not, no hesitation. It's going to get worse if you don't do that immediate intuitive feeling. You see what I'm saying? Also, number 8 could be significant. Life path number 8, 8th day of the month, August. All right. Also, now the sexually part. We are the world. Well, you know what? All of us is as a collective, as a oneness. We are the world. We are all feeling something going on in the SEXUAL range of things. Okay, we're all feeling something all together now, troops. And that's number 10. It could be October. It could be 10th day of the month specifically. All right, just so you guys are aware of the numbers. So I don't want you guys to feel like, All right, my fiance called, so now I'm going to have to put the video together. Put them together, but let's keep going. Let's continue. We're going to get some tarot now, specifically on top of each of these cards to see what it is that we got to deepen. We got physically, what is it going on with the flowering? With the flowering and the physical energy, you got the 2 of Swords. That's interesting. Got choices. Yeah, that was because you had run into places, or just you had to make decisions, and you felt like you were blindly making some of these decisions. But you know what? You were, in a sense, maybe felt blind, but your intuition was still reacting. And you did. You had to make hard decisions that were very not so, comfortable to make, in a sense, probably like having to cut ties with people, family, friends, relationships, partners, whatever, exes, all the things, right? You had to, pretty much know, in a sense, there's something not good without even all the information or where it was going to head. You had a feeling and you cut it then and there, even though it wasn't easy. All right, but it's because of that you're flowering. That's a Libra's energy too, by the way, or Chinese your dog, 7th house, or Venus. Of course, I like to make sure everybody knows all the little details to all of it. Okay, and then when it comes to your mentality and this aloneness, What's going on? We got justice. This is what you have. You have brought balance to your own mentality by doing this, by staying isolated, from staying away from conversations that were pretty much mundane, that were monotone, that were only scratching the surface, that were, that weren't really gonna give you any good, like, benefit. Right? Like, I can have a conversation about the weather with anybody. I can have a conversation about how my day is going with anybody. But I want to have conversations about deeper meanings, spiritual this, maybe even occurrences or experiences that people have had. Like, what kind of experience was this? What was this? What did it mean to you? What kind of symbols are you seeing? Angel numbers, like things like that have true, deep meaning. You don't want to waste your life on things that aren't meaningful, right? And that's what's brought you this justice to your mentality, your balance to your brain. On this card specifically, it does say consequences. So you, in your right mind, have allowed others to suffer the consequences of you isolating because you were just not going to be feeding into some nonsense that just people always seem to just think that's what people should talk about, and that's just not you. That's another Libra energy, by the way. Okay, now let's talk about emotionally. At the Chariot, yeah, the Sea, and that's a Cancer's energy, and Cancer's expressive. I have Cancer in my Mars, and that's why a lot of people think I'm yelling when I'm emotionally explaining myself or expressing in any way. Why are you yelling? Cause I'm not yelling though. Like, my voice changes because I have more emotion in my voice. If you know I have emotion, you know I have passion for it. That is this energy that you are feeling emotionally yourself. You are feeling the passion. You are feeling the divine acceleration with your availability to stay innocently emotional, but like making sure that people also know that you know how to take charge. Like, yeah, you're compassionate and you know how to say the things you need to say. Like, when people are around, you're like, I know how to word this so I don't hurt no feelings, but I know that I still need to say what I need to say, and I'm not gonna let anybody hold me back, which is what the Chariot's about. There's momentum. No matter as much as people may try to stop you or whatever it may be, you're not hesitating, and that is all about riding to victory with your emotional energy. So that's beautiful. All right. Spiritually, with this breakthrough, let's find out. We got the Seven of Wands revert. Oh, that's even better. You guys have stopped trying to explain yourselves. You've stopped trying to worry about how other people view your truth. You stopped worrying about how other people, if they take it personal. Like, when people take things personal. Okay, there's another thing. Lots of people have been opening up about this more, and I've been seeing people talk about it more, which is something I'm really supportive of. Because it's in all reality, people can paint you out to be the bad guy all they want to. And it doesn't matter, because nothing truly is personal. Nothing is personal. It's all an energy. Okay, so anybody saying anything is really a reflection of what they really need to say to themselves. It's all a reflection of who they truly are inside. What they deal with on a daily basis has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with you. And I think this is something you're realizing. This is where your spiritual breakthrough is coming through. You're not taking things personal anymore. You don't have to explain yourself. If you don't understand, that doesn't matter. I understand, and that's good enough for me. That's the energy that you're displaying. That's a Leo's energy. Chinese your monkey. Also, the moon and then the sun with Leo. Both the moon and the sun came through. Okay. Fifth house, by the way, and the fourth house for the moon. Now, with the energetically, with this abundance, let's see, Six of Cups in the reverse. That's a beautiful energy. That's like a completion, like a Scorpio season ending. We just had the new moon yesterday. Lots of this beautiful integration period that we finally have allowed ourselves to move into the activation and the initiation period. And with that being the case, this is an independence. With your energy, you're now more independent on your own, and you're feeling your own abundant energy. Okay, like, you yourself no longer share energy with others. And if you do share, you know that you're giving because you are receiving. You're not sharing because you're not receiving. You're not going to share anymore if you're not going to receive, and you already know. Your gut instincts is telling you immediately, like, nope, this is not the person to be sharing with. And you know that. And even if it hurts their feelings or it makes them feel some type of way, they shouldn't be taking it personal, just like you realize nothing is truly personal. In really, all reality, all you're doing is protecting yourself. And if that person that gets a little hurt was in your shoes, man, they'd understand. But they don't at the moment. But one day they will. And that's the point. If you get it and you know it, then you know what? One day people have the potential to also know it for themselves and validate themselves and stop looking outside of themselves for validation from others, or to have the opinion that's, oh, I need to make sure somebody else thinks my outfit looks good. I need to make sure somebody else thinks my hair looks good. No, I need to make sure, because if it doesn't, like I'm just going to be out there looking like a fool. No, if you need to validate yourself, you need to be the one to be like, I do look good. I don't need anybody else to tell me I look good. I look good. And I know I look good. I feel good. I am good. I am great. My life is great. I'm a good person. Life definitely has its ups and downs, but we all do, every single person. So I'm not alone in that, but I know that I'm taken care of. I'm divinely guided. This is the energy I'm feeling with the 6 of Cups in reversal, which is absolutely amazing, by the way. Okay, and then letting go in the reverse with the finances. So like, what is it that you're having a little bit of a hard time letting go when it comes to the finances? You got the 10 of Cups. Well, the reason why you know that you need the finances is family. You got a family to support. That is what this 10 of Cups is about. Pisces energy, 12th house, Neptune. Chinese your rabbit, by the way. Chinese your pig with a Scorpio. And Chinese your monkey. I think I said that, but I'm going to say it again anyway, so that we make sure it's all out there. Because you guys could be these. You could be a Libra monkey. You could be a Scorpio sheep. Sorry, the Cancer is a Chinese your sheep, if I didn't say that one. You could be a Pisces dog. You could be any of these specifically. I'm a Pisces rooster myself, so it's one of the things I'm all about, like, making sure people understand, like, you literally, your little sign could be in here. Your Chinese year could be here. Your moon sign, you could be Scorpio moon, Pisces moon, whatever it may be. Something about North Nodes as well is coming to my mind. Something about Venus as well. But the 10 of Cups is all about the family. That's why you have a hard time letting go of something financially, because you need to support it. Okay, we might have to actually take this to the side and do a little bit more research. Anyway, we are the world with the sexually part. So like, what is it that we're all experiencing sexually, Spirit? Amazing. The 9 of Cups reversed. We're all feeling unfulfilled, unsatisfied. We're not getting our freaking cup filled with something here. So you're not alone if you feel that way. Okay, and then you also got the 5 of Coins reversed. All y'all want is like a resolution to the situation. You're really looking how to benefit this or bring something positive out of it specifically. Now with the 5 of Coins in the reverse, it's really like, on this card it does say recession, but it's in the reversal. So and then the reward on the 9 of Cups in the reversal. And then on the moon, you guys got the intuition. Yeah, you got to utilize your intuition when it comes. But the moon is really emotional. It is a very sensitive energy, so like very much so connected. Right? So I feel like, sexually, mainly you guys are maybe feeling not like the pull of connection that you should be, and it's like maybe you're not physically attracted to appearance anymore. It's not about appearance anymore. You're not really in the physical attraction. Like, it's like that has definitely slipped your brain. No, you don't think like that anymore. When people are always like, oh, he's so hot, or oh, she's so gorgeous, I just want to, and you're like, but do you actually know them? Like, do you actually know like how you bond together? Do you know how you would connect? Are you just attracted and you just want that? And then really you're looking at these people, which is also part of some of the collective energy. The ones that are also rising, they're looking at people and they're kind of disgusted. They're like, that's not, we don't do that around here. We don't do that around here. No. Because like, even anybody can be attractive. That person could be taken. That person could be in a relationship. That person could be whatever it may be. You shouldn't be invading someone else's boundaries because you think they're attractive. You know what I'm saying? This is something I think you are noticing yourself. You're like, And that's another thing that you probably witness. And who is deserving of your energy and who's not. When people that are always about appearance or how attractive somebody is, you're like, yeah, I'm not for it, bro. Like, good for you. I mean, you do you, but you're gonna have to learn for yourself, because it's not about that. Because you can see people end up with each other that are good looking people, but you know how much actual flow of connections between them? Nothing. That's not what you want. That's not what you want at all. And you're not feeling alone on that. Okay, that's exactly what's happening with a lot of them. And with the moon, it's more or less like somebody's holding a secretive energy. Like the secretive side is like there's a special connection that I have to offer that is a secret. It is kept sacred, and it's not going to be shared with anybody. It's like no copulation, like not having any. It's being what is the word for it? I know there's a word for it. Abstinence. That's what this is. You're not alone. Lots of people are being abstinent because they're seeing this. They're realizing this. They're like, nah, you can't even have a normal conversation with somebody because you're not attracted. What? That's crazy. Like, and then when you find out that you do get to go, like if somebody gets to finally go out with that attractive person, they're gonna be like, you know what? They either got it on and they're like no longer appealed by it, or they didn't get what they wanted, so they're no longer appealed by it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get what I want, so it doesn't matter. That's a lot of people. And then a lot of people seem to enable that type of behavior, but you're no longer going to do that. That's the whole entire energy of that sexual thing that we're dealing with here. Okay, so that's actually amazing. Like all of this together is phenomenal energy that you are displaying to me, that you guys have really learned and grew as a whole. All of you collectively, all of you have grown like significantly, which is beautiful, and I'm proud of you. Like, round of applause for you guys doing your duties, doing what you need to do to fulfill your journey, and even allow yourself to serve your own purpose, which is immaculate. And I really am proud of you guys. Let's see a few messages. We got charming smile. Y'all, charming smile. You guys have a charming smile. That could be one of the things people are always attracted to because of what you got. And you're always like, dude, if you can't, you can look at me and I could be a pretty masterpiece painting on your wall, but I'm not going to be just that masterpiece painting on your wall that you just love to look at. Because I have more meaning than that. You know what I mean? That's you. You're like, I have more behind this charming smile, believe me. And if that's all you can see, tell me you're blind without telling me. You know what I mean? And then you have to be the most divine creature to soar amongst the universe. Energies from afar are attracted to you, but you're mine and they need to back off. You are my true love. Yeah, we don't like when people do that. That's exactly a part of this energy with sexually. Some people be like, oh, he's so attractive or she's so gorgeous. I just have to, but like, do you not have any respect? That person might be in a relationship. And when you know you're in a relationship, it's one to become one, right? So no, you're disrespecting not just that person that you're attracted to, that you're you're disrespecting the person that the person also with. This could be you. You could be in a relationship. People are always attracted to you, but you're like, yo, you're disrespecting my partner. I am with somebody, and I am to become one because this is me and my person. You don't get to just hit on me and think it's okay or whatever you want to say, some whatever type of pickup line. What? No, he doesn't have to know. She doesn't have to know. That is so immature and insecure and terrible. Like, you're just not about it. You aren't. And so you're like, I really wish that people would just back off. And there's my cat, Ezra, my little Libra kitty. Also, I feel unrecognized in this relationship. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I experience love wherever I go. Loving people fill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others as well. So I feel unrecognized in this relationship. What's this talking about? King of Wands. Four of Cups. Fearless and contemplating. Okay, when it comes to I feel unrecognized in this relationship, there is a masculine energy that's actually very confident in who they are, very amazing. They have a lot of value, like in their life. They hold things to value, and they only allow things of value into their life. But there's something that they've been deeply thinking about, wondering about, not getting enough of, or it's not like they're trying to complain either. They're just kind of feeling monotonous. This could be you, for some of you too. It could be the masculine within you feeling this way, if you're a female, okay? Ignore my cat. He's just being ridiculous. Cancer, energy, and Leo. All right, let's talk about this, letting go financially. What is up with this? The Eight of Wands reversal. Feeling stagnant, having a hard time, not wanting to let it go because of the support of the family. Oh, there's some controversy. There's some issues. The Five of Swords is like there's some drama or chaos or, even a little bit of like shake it up violence. Somebody's a little bit on as feeling defeated. Yeah, feeling the defeat, feeling the stagnancy, trying to keep the family afloat, not wanting to let go of something financially because, everything seems You never truly know because you're assuming if you think it seems like that, you're assuming it will be bad. You never know until you try. But in all reality, it's a very stressful situation. The world on the bottom means this has to complete for a new cycle to begin. That means you have to have trust. Divine, tell me how it will work out for them if they do let go of this thing financially that has been holding them back and keeping them feeling defeated. King of Cups reverse. Somebody's going to be angry. Somebody will not have any emotion towards it at all. But you know what? That's not your problem. Page of Coins means new opportunities are definitely going to be presenting themselves to you. The World again on the bottom. You just saw me shuffle. Now, the Page of Coins is the beautiful card of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and that is abundance, new beginnings, like we were talking. So somebody's going to be unhappy. It could be an old boss, could be whatever. They're going to be like, can't believe you. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be like, and I have new opportunities. I have things to grow with. I have more to learn. I have more experience. I have good experience now, but I can use that experience into different things, and I can expand on those experiences, and I can bring new things into my life, new opportunities that are full of prosperity and abundance and all the things. So I feel like this is definitely what God's telling you, is that you may irritate somebody by leaving something behind. You may frustrate something, and emotionally, you even may feel the disturbances because they're going to try to project onto you. They're going to, sometimes people don't even have to say anything to project their energy. Energy is not vocal, okay? Energy is exchangeable by just walking by somebody. So their energy may try to project onto you, which may make you feel emotionally like guilty. I get that feeling, but you shouldn't, because this is actually meant for this to complete. This is an ending. You serve your purpose here. You're not supposed to go any further with it. That's the energy. It's only holding you back from growing, and there's an evil eye energy that's been kind of lingering around you. But the moment you move on, I feel like, the Nine of Swords being in the reversal on the bottom means that this is your ability to find the light at the end of the tunnel and turn things around and relieve yourself of stress and chaos and drama and confrontation and defeat. That's this energy. And I really hope that it helped you guys in any way it could. But do remember that this, I feel, unrecognized in this relationship could be something that somebody needs to speak up about. Say, like, if you are a female, you got a masculine side of you that feels unrecognized. Maybe because you're doing a lot. Maybe you're doing everything, paying the bills, you're going to work, doing all the stuff, holding all these responsibilities down, like an emperor or an energy of a masculine would. But your masculine side is not being appreciated enough, not feeling recognized enough. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a masculine yourself, you are feeling unrecognized. You could be needing to have a conversation with your feminine about what you feel unrecognized with, what you would like to have more appreciation with. You know what I mean? Like, would you mind if you would tell me, like, I appreciate you taking out the garbage for me? Like, I don't mind doing it for you when you ask, but would you say, like, you appreciate it? I would like to feel the recognition for the things that I also do to help or to provide. It's as simple as that. Sometimes we all need just to be told. And we shouldn't have to be told, but it's a sad world we live in because we all have to be told. And if we don't get told, then we never know. Okay? Not everybody uses their intuition or discernment. So you guys know that you are different than most of what the world is. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a beautiful rest of your day.